According to Sternberg, this is the way attention is defined. This is when you process a limited amount of information from a large amount of information. Ibig sabihin, may pinipili ka lang iproseso at may pinipili ka rin na hindi iproseso. Kaya yung isang popular word for attention is the word focus. So maraming information in the world, pag mamimili ka ng certain amount of info lang, yung iisipin mo, yung ilalagay mo sa mind mo, nakafocus ka doon sa information na yon. So lahat ng bagay na walang kinalaman doon sa information na pinili mong i-process, hindi mo papansinin. Okay, kaya another word for attention is the word focus. You focus on one thing while you ignore the other things. As you can see on the slide, you fill your mind with one thing, you shield it from other things not related to those things that you are focused on. One example of this, para maliwanag, is yung pag nagre-review ka. Nagre-review ka ng notebook mo, nakafocus ka sa mga laman ng notebook mo. So, lahat ng mga nakasulat na words in your notebook, yun yung laman ng mind mo. Lahat ng bagay na walang kinalaman sa notebook mo, yung maingay mong kapitbahay, yung nagkakaraoke sa labas, yung mga maiingay na jeepney, hindi mo pinapansin. Which means nakafocus ka doon sa notes na nire-review mo. So in that situation that I just described, that person is using his or her attention or focus on reviewing the notes. And let me just emphasize na ang attention is a very important psychological skill. I want to emphasize on the word skill. Sa Tagalog, ibig sabihin kakayanan. Pwede kang mag-practice na pataasin yan. Pwede ka rin mag-practice, believe it or not, na mababa ang attention mo. But of course, in psychology, the general idea is, it is better kapag mas magaling ka to pay attention. Because studies show that the more or the better you or the better you are in paying attention to something, mas maraming magagandang nangyayari in our psychological life. Like for example, pag magaling kang mag-pay attention, studies show, gumaganda yung school performance mo, gumaganda yung work performance mo, you have better relationships, at ito pinakamahalaga, it is very related to having good mental health. Because again, having high levels of attention is a good thing. Having low levels of it, hindi ka magaling sa pag-pay attention, it's a risk factor. You know, and even the Bible agrees. If you read the different passages in the Bible, mapapansin mo na nire-reinforce ng Biblia na dapat ang tao maganda ang pag-pay ng attention. Sinasabi yan sa Proverbs, let your eyes look straight ahead. Hindi ka raw pwede tumingin sa left, hindi dapat tumingin sa right, straight ahead. Dapat meron kang focus sa buhay. That's one characteristic of a person who live wisely. Meron kang focus sa buhay. In the book of James, sa New Testament, anong sinabi? Hindi pwedeng double-minded person ka. Meaning, wala kang focus. Lahat na lang pinapansin mo. Dapat yung focus ng mind mo, isa lang. So, those passages reinforce the idea na maganda talaga na dapat focus ka. Magaling kang mag-pay attention. To summarize this, no, ang magandang example dito, yung naging story ni David. Bakit ba si David nagkasala sa Diyos? Ano bang naging cause? Bakit niya niligawan si Bathsheba? Because he lost his focus. Dapat nakafocus lang siya sa pagiging king. Dapat nakafocus lang siya sa gera. Dapat nakafocus lang siya in serving God. But that night, habang naglalakad-lakad siya sa terrace niya, he lost focus. Meron pa siyang ibang pinansin other than the things that he needs to be paying attention to. Kaya ang naging consequence kay David, when he lost focus through Bathsheba, ano nangyari? Hindi naging maganda yung mga outcomes in his life. Basahin nyo na lang ano yung mga negative things na nangyari sa kanya because of his sin with Bathsheba. Okay? Basta ang idea lang dito is the Bible reinforces the idea na maganda, na dapat magaling tayo mag-focus, magaling tayo mag-pay attention, which is very in line with researches in paying attention. The better you are in paying attention, mas gumaganda yung ating psychological life.